Town Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle made by
Whitney Merciless.
No game.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Balaj. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
On the play. And the Texans first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, This is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing, one of only 2 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won him the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Balaj. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Gain of 19 yards.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first look now for Darrington Evans. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
He sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permanent. 6 figures every year, yeah.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Texas.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And thankfully, the offense able to recover, but the extra point attempt foiled. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
15.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 1, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He can run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From his goal line here, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The man is Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Intended for Khalif Raymond.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Gostkowski's kick is good, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker, and if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
6 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. Right call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Back to throw, Watson. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He may try and run for this. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Watson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And that's caught by Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun with Henry.
Number 20.
And on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Tannehill. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
15 yards.
And there's a familiar sight. J.J. Watt with the sack, and he's absolutely a force of nature when he's on the field. Unfortunately, he's only played more than 8 games once in the last 4 seasons. But when he plays full-time, he ends up being in the running every time for NFL Defensive Player of the Year, an award he's won 3 times in the past.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over.
And look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Hakeem Butler.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 27. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a
flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. range just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah,
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Flushed out right. This is caught. caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
J.J. Watt.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, that certainly makes you think back to last year's wild card round when Deshaun Watson got out of the pocket to his right, found Tywan Jones for one of the plays of the year. This one wasn't quite as excellent play and big yardage nonetheless.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Houston.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Balaj. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Balaj with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Texans 14, Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14, Titans 7.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
First down, Texans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Titans 21, Texans 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Gain of 11 on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Watson's pass.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And the Texans.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, but now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
38-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he rifles one incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. Here's Jackson to return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And this is caught by Evans. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check 26, check 26. Show him that.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Trying to lay one up deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Check safety, check safety. Check 4, check 4.
Now we'll run with Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 41, Tannehill. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Eric Berry there defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt
10 yards.
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back now in Nashville as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
29-yard line.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
2nd and 6.
From the 29, Watson, flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5.
Watson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Khalif Raymond now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Evans. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Tannehill. On the screen, this is Evans. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
34-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught, Humphreys. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, it's Evans. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
For the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here you go, right here. Got 20. That's a slant. Mark 55. Mark 55. All day, punch.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd, this one up in the left-hand column for a win.